Okay, so here we go.
Stunning.
No, I just wanted to make sure because sometimes I'm training along and I'm thinking you guys are seeing things and you're not. And then I feel like an idiot. Okay, I'm going to back everything up and tell you, when I look at the last 29 years that I've been in Arbonne, there have been 3 times that we've had extraordinary growth. And it's when I first came in and we were on a mission to go out and tell the world that we absolutely should not use mineral oil in our skincare. So that was our total message. We were on a mission, and women absolutely do our business so much more from a place where they want to live when they have a mission. When it's about their paycheck, they don't do it really well. Guys can sell anything. We have to feel like we're doing something for someone and not to them. So that's why when they're on a mission, we explode. The next mission that we did was to talk about our hormone cream. And we sold that like crazy. We recruited, we built, we went nuts. But we realized that product, you had to be kind of like a doctor. Hey, what day are you on your cycle? Well, this is what you should do. And it was really hard. It was $30. And it wasn't, it was not really smart. But then we had the RE9 come out. And that came out in 2004. And extraordinary growth. We were imploding as a company because we were growing so fast. And that was the first anti-aging skincare out there. And so we were on a mission to let the world know about it. So then we haven't kind of had a mission. We've had these 2 factions. We've had the 30 Days to Healthy Living, and then we've had the RE9. And so what I have been kind of preaching on for a year is that we needed to have a mission again, and that we needed to somehow bring back both of those camps back together. Because as we learned the other day, people get paid 3 times as much, I should say, if they're integrating both and not just doing the nutritionals. So we want to make sure that we're doing that, really making sure that we're doing both. But how can we do that? How can we do it in a way that drives the mission? So that is where this has all come from, is that mission of that. So I want you to kind of know that's kind of where this is coming from. This is where it's coming. So let's get started. So if I was at a presentation, I would have people come to the sink and I would have them try the detox products. I would have them do the scrub, the wash, the lotion, the oil on an arm before we got started. If you want them to have a facial, you could go have them wash their skin before they and then you can choose. We were trying to decide what mask you'd want to use. The cellular renewal one is amazing. It doesn't make your face go red. It doesn't have that niacin point in there where it brings the blood to the surface of the skin. So your skin feels like a baby's bum, but you don't have the redness. So that's a good choice. You could use the FC5 scrub, and you could also use the new mask. It takes about 15 minutes for that mask to dry. So you could use the mask from the detox, which could kind of make sense too, because you could have them put that on, and then when you're ready to go into the nutritional side, that's when that would be ready to come off. Okay? So that is just kind of some preliminary stuff before I get started. I'm so excited to share this with you tonight. I was so excited because Cindy and I met at Mary's presentation last week, and she was so thrilled with what she learned and the products, and she wanted to share it with her friends. She wanted to share it with some key people in her life. So that's why you got invited tonight, because she thinks a lot of you. And Arbonne is a unique company. And I want to introduce you to some ideas and concepts tonight that maybe you've not been introduced to before. In 1964, at the World's Fair, the DuPont company launched their Better Living Through Chemistry campaign. And that became the basis for skincare, cosmetics, food, everything that we do. We started wearing polyester clothes. We started cooking in Teflon pans. We started using processed foods. Everything changed at that moment at that World's Fair. And chemicals were at the base of everything, and ever since we've been living better through chemicals. Well, there was a man named Peter Mork who was a skincare expert living in Europe. And he was concerned about the chemicals in skincare and cosmetics because up until the middle 70s, we didn't know that the skin was permeable. We thought that everything that you put on the skin stayed on the surface of the skin. But in the 70s, we learned that that was not true. That what you put on your skin got absorbed into your vital organs. Well, he didn't believe that chemicals belonged on the body. And he founded Arbonne, which is a beauty, health, and wellness company, which has a 35-plus year history of creating products that are pure and safe and beneficial. And that was his mission way back in the 70s, before the information that I'm going to share with you was scientifically proven. He just knew that he had to assemble a team of experts that would know what the skin needed in order to create and to help it have perfect nutrition. Well, that's what happened over 35 years ago. And now we have a company that is so committed to educating consumers. We know that educated consumers make wise choices. And when we're uneducated, we just make choices. So we want to empower people with more options because, let's face it, health and wellness can be expensive. Wouldn't it be great to walk into Whole Foods and to be able to buy whatever you want instead of just saying, well, I'm just going to get a couple of things? Well, we're going to show you that with Arbonne, wellness can be simple, accessible, and affordable. And with this education and empowerment, we like to help people to have a fresh start with incredible products and a way to subsidize their financial situation and subsidize their being able to afford your products. So here is the foundational philosophy that our founder created over 35 years ago. He felt that skincare was nutrition. And, I went ahead of myself here. Today, there is so much more data than what we had, scientific data to prove. But we know today that you are what you absorb, whether it's nutrition or skincare. 60% of what you put on your skin is absorbed into your bloodstream within 26 seconds. And the average woman is walking around with over 200 chemicals stored in their bodies at all times. And the reason is that we live in a toxic world. So toxins are defined by science as anything that your body can't use for fuel. So people say to me, well, where do we get these toxins? Well, think about it. Think about the waste that comes out of cars. That's just crude oil and chemicals. Think about the food that we eat. We live in a fast food processed world. Think about the products that we use on our bodies. Think about our water. It's not pure like it used to be. Think about the electronic field that we're absolutely absorbing all day long. So we must all detoxify. And you need to think of your body like a bathtub. And think your faucet is on full blast all the time because your faucet is your mouth or your skin. And you know, when you put too much water in the tub, your drain gets clogged, it overflows. But when we do the same thing to our body and our liver cannot keep up with the toxins coming in, we get sick. And when the liver is overburdened, it's got to figure out somewhere to put those toxins. So it wraps it around fat and it stores it, unfortunately, around your middle. So could that be happening to you? So what are the signs of toxicity? Well, let's face it, today we were learning that inflammation is one of the scariest things that happens in our body. And when there's inflammation going on, that's when we have joint pain and arthritis. We can have obesity. We can have inflammatory bowel disease. So many different things happens because of toxicity. Well, Arbonne this was our founder's whole mission, was to give us products that support our limited organs, because your skin is your largest organ. Look at what can be stored in your intestinal tract at all times. And if your liver is overburdened and cannot do its functions, wow, you know, that's that. So our job as a company and our job in Arbonne is to help you let go of toxicity. And so what do you think the average woman is exposed to chemical-wise every day? What do you think the answer is? Well, the answer is that she's exposed to over 515 chemicals every single day. And if you don't think that matters, here's a little statement by naturopathic doctors. They like to say that your health is determined by what happens in your bathroom and kitchen. So for just a moment, I want you to close your eyes and just picture what's in your bathroom. What's in your shower right now? What are you using to shampoo your hair? And what kind of a body wash are you using? What kind of a scrub are you using in your shower right now? You know, I looked up online that the top 3 shampoos sold worldwide. And one of the top 3 was Pantene Pro-V. How many of you have used Pantene Pro-V sometime in your past? I think it's amazing how many of us used it. And you know what? On it says that it has this cool shine, ultimate cool shine. Well, have you ever wondered what could give you that ultimate cool shine? Well, it's interesting because remember that naturopaths say that's what happens in your bathroom, shower. Well, one of the ingredients I looked at the back of the bottle was methylisophoxazolinide. And I looked that up and it was incredible. Just that one ingredient that is so scary. It causes nerve damage. It's a neural transmitter. And wow, just that one ingredient. So you were able to try some of our incredible new Detox, Relax, and Renew when you came in today. And Arbonne starts the detox process in your shower. So they start it with our Detox, Rescue, and Renew. We use botanicals, the same kind of botanicals that we use in our nutrition, that's really going to help start the elimination of toxins. Turmeric, dandelion, ginger root. It's a holistic approach based on Ayurvedic medicines from India. It's an absolute experience for you to create wellness and to get rid of the surface impurities on your skin and get rid of what the dirt, the pollution that you've been exposed to during the day and the dead, dry skin cells. And it's going to leave behind these beautiful essential oils that that aid in healthy skin and wellness. So our incredible spa products will aid you, because just the chlorine in your shower alone is scary. These products pull out the chlorine and the heavy metals, and as you get out and you use our new body lotion, it's going to put back in the minerals that you need back into your body. So Arbonne is just based, our mission is to continually innovate and introduce new products, new collections that will really lead us to remain at the industry top. So we're formulated without a lot of ingredients that the rest of the world formulates with. We're based on European standards, where they don't formulate with over 1,400 ingredients that are okay to formulate with in the US. We have never tested on animals. In fact, we have led the industry in showing companies how you don't have to test on animals. And we've shown them models to be able to do that. We're vegan, cruelty-free, gluten-free, dermatologist tested. We formulate without mineral oil, hydroquinone, that is illegal in several states now and in Europe because it causes liver damage. We don't formulate with parabens, petrolatums, all of these, sodium lauryl and sodium lauryl sulfates, the SLESs. We formulate without that. And so what is our advantage? Well, our advantage is that we don't have scary ingredients that are really going to put chemicals on your face. And if you don't think that makes a difference, what you use for skincare and makeup, look at this reporter. She did a challenge and she wasn't going to wash her makeup off for 30 days. And I went back and I looked at the original articles written in the 2 different newspapers at the time. And they said that what dermatologists, when they did the 3D imaging and said that her skin had aged by 10 years, what they said the reason it was because one of the things that we need to do is exfoliate our skin. And when you trap your skin with toxins, it cannot exfoliate and it cannot heal and let go of the toxins. And so your skin accelerates aging. So wow, that just shows you. But so we're here to introduce to you today, we feel like is the next revolution in skincare. Arbonne is a living, breathing ingredient policy. And whenever we find better ingredients or better science to use our botanical ingredients and better formulations, we're going to do it. And we have the absolute gold standard that we are introducing to you today with high performance ingredients used throughout the collection. And a couple of these ingredients are the star of the show. And sustainable orange stem cells is one of them. And the reason is because we know what stem cell technology is doing in joint repair. We know what it's doing in Alzheimer's and dementia patients. But just imagine if you could use that same kind of brilliant science and used it in antioxidants, which is the sustainable orange stem cells, and use that with brown algae extract and seed buckthorn ceramide and powerful peptides, we get amazing results. We take hollow spheres and we're able to take these hollow spheres and fill them with these incredible ingredients and drive them deep down into the skin where your skin is fed and nourished and new skin cells come up. But this technology is able to not overstimulate healthy cells, but really give it the nutrition that your skin needs. Now, so here's someone who went into our clinical studies. Was she a client of Arbonne? No, she was an absolute volunteer. And for 30 days, she used our products. And these are her results. Not only do the fine lines and wrinkles disappear, but a lot of her discoloration keeps lessening. Now, a lot of chemically based skincare can give you results in 30 days. The leading dermatologist brand can give you great results in 30 days because they use chemicals to do that. But what they cannot continue to do is give you results after the first 30 days because your skin gets overstimulated. And Arbonne is able to give you amazing results. You see it in the first day, you see it in 30 days, and you see it in 8 months. And that's because of our advanced delivery system. So you can see the results. 79% improvement in crow's feet, which is really difficult to get an improvement in crow's feet. You can see how we improve firmness and skin smoothness, and most importantly, skin elasticity. But what if you could supercharge those results? Well, that's what Arbonne has done. You've all heard about those skin tools that are starting to become such a rage in the skincare industry worldwide. Well, once again, Arbonne leads the charge. Arbonne leads the way with ultrasound technology. We know that's safe. That's what dermatologists and plastic surgeons use in their offices. And it's like having a plastic surgeon at home with you in your bathroom. And this absolutely supercharges the results. Look at these incredible before and afters, not only on your face, but your décolletage. Look at these amazing results. You know, what's fascinating about this one, Donna had been using Arbonne for many, many years. But when she used it with the tool, it supercharged her incredible results. Well, just look at some of these results on the forehead, the décolletage, around your eyes. They're just absolutely stunning. And so not only do we have the gold standard in skincare, but now we have a tool to supercharge it. But really what's interesting is that great looking skin is no accident. What we're learning is that our everything in our system is connected. Every function is connected. And so if you have great looking skin, it doesn't just happen. It's not by accident. It's because you're using products that are feeding your skin, that you've got a healthy gut. In fact, Nora Zorich, who is on our advisory council, she said, with our increasing understanding of the role of intestinal health, in other words, what's happening inside of your gut, we're understanding, and along with probiotics, how it's all comes together, all together to have great looking skin. So, you know, if you were to ask, what are the 5 keys to health? Well, these are it. But this is overwhelming to people. They think, well, how can I do this? How can I eliminate acidic foods? I love my coffee. You know, how can I eat clean? It's so difficult. It's time consuming. I have 3 little kids. How can I do this? How can I increase nutrient intake? I know we don't get enough fruits and vegetables. How can I do that? So they're a little bit overwhelmed. Well, Arbonne understands that. We get that we live in a crazy, chaotic, busy world, and that we need to have simple ways to add more nutrition intake into our lives, but we got to have it be simple. So they've created a 30-day collection as just a jump start for you to show you how you can do this on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, and you're able to really upgrade your nutritional health. And so here it is. The fascinating thing is we leave out the bad stuff and it actually tastes good. We don't use whey or dairy or soy. We're gluten-free, but they actually taste good because we know that most of you are out there using a protein shake to either supplement your diet on a daily basis, maybe to lose weight, But we also know that there's a lot of science now that whey and soy-based shakes are absolutely not good for you. I was listening to an ENT that was on the Rachel Ray show the other day while I was getting ready to go clean up my room for my my event in my suite. And I was listening to him talk about how bad dairy and whey are for you, and that it goes down and it takes so long to digest inside of your digestion tract that it creates little fissures. It creates fissures, and that bacteria that's in your waste goes into your body and it creates leaky gut. And from that, autoimmune diseases happen and inflammation in our joints. And how bad soy is, because soy in just 1-2 servings per day can mimic female hormones. It's scary what that can do for you. So here's Arbonne's answer. We have the best tasting shake on the market, 20 grams of vegan protein. And I'm not going to do this kind of stuff because you guys all know how to do this really, really well. And we'll just kind of go through the 30 days to show you this. But what are, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And so Arbonne, but what's really interesting is when someone who has been on the Arbonne products for a long time, which is Micheline, when she combined it with our nutritional essential program with Arbonne, our 30 days, oh my goodness, did her skin change. Your gut is a reflection of your health, and it shows on your skin. So I want to let you know what we love about, what we talked about today, is that Arbonne is a whole body solution for living in a toxic world. As we have products that can change your health, and we have a business that can change your life. And if you don't believe us, you can believe the Mayo Clinic, because they just did a quality of life study, nothing to do with us. They did it on their own. And that study concluded that Arbonne's products improve the quality of people's lives. So what we teach people how to do, and what we let people know, is that you can stop buying products that are not supporting your health, but that you can stop buying products at retail prices where you're just helping that big box store give a big bonus to the CEO. And you can start buying healthier products. What if you could go to Whole Foods, like we talked earlier, and be able to really shop at the store and not just buy a couple of products? Well, that's what we absolutely show you how to do. There are many ways you can work with Arbonne. There are many different accounts that you can have with Arbonne. And when you share it with people, Arbonne pays you. You can decide that you want to be a client and buy your products retail. Whoops, let me see, we've got some background noise. Let me see. If you've got anything going on in the background, let me see who we have to mute out here. Looks like we're all muted out. Okay. Arbonne has many accounts and how you can work with Arbonne. So you may want to be able to shop retail. Maybe you just want a couple of products to be able to try them and see how you like them. You may be sitting here thinking, you know what, this makes total sense to me. I want to start eating healthier. I want to start living a healthier lifestyle. I want to be able to have products that are pure, but give me results. So maybe you're going to want to open up your own account with Arbonne so you can get the very best discount and always get your products at the same price I pay for them. And maybe you're going to want to just tell friends and family, maybe able to get a few clients, a few customers so you can support your own Arbonne habit. Or you may be sitting here thinking that you would love to make some part-time, good to great income with Arbonne. No matter what, when you open an account with Arbonne as a consultant, that account will let you be able to do that. And you can decide how you want to work with Arbonne from that point. So Arbonne's compensation, for people as a consultant, just for referring people and telling them about Arbonne and having them go in and purchase, with you, you can earn $100 to $200 to $300 a month, and that could start to support your habit, and an extra $100 to $200 a month. As you start to tell more people about Arbonne and you become a district manager, that is going to allow you to start making some good part-time income. Area managers, that's where you start to make an income that starts to let you have more choices. And as a regional vice president with over $5,000 a month, you get to make changes in your life, your lifestyle, your job, and making choices about what you like to do for you and your family. And our national vice president level is truly life-changing. So as you think about how you would like to be involved with Arbonne tonight, we want to let you know that you can become a consultant and get the very best discount. You can become a preferred client and always get your products at least at 20% off. And you could also host and get great free products and an incredible discount on your products by inviting us in to share this incredible information that you learned about today with a few of your friends and family. Now I'm going to put on my consultant hat, and I'm going to go over, and I'm going to be over by the sink on the counter there. I've got it all spread out because now I'm going to consult with you. I know we're all on a budget. I know all of us can't buy every single thing that we'd like to buy, that we have to work around a budget, and that's my job. My job is to help you know what you would like to purchase and start with, and help you to get it at the very best price so I can help you get your skin and your health in its very best condition. So thank you so much for inviting me in here with you tonight. So anyway, okay, so that's the end. So what do you guys think?
Okay, so first of all, I think it's phenomenal. Like, I love how you have you talked at the beginning, Dina, about sort of establishing a mission, and so that's definitely what the presentation does. You're talking about this whole detoxification from the inside out. So I love all that. How would you set it up? Would you just have the products, like, for example, the RE9 on the table beside you as you're talking? Would you pass anything around for people to try them on their hands? And then I do have another question about one of the slides after. But first, I was just thinking.
Yeah, with that, you can decide. Some people like to have them come and, wash their face, cleanse their face before they come sit down and try some more products. Or if you want to do it, you do the spa treatment on their arm before they sit down, then do the RE9 on their hand, and let them experience that. You have a mask on while you're doing up until the skincare part. Take the mask off, then go into the 30 days. So you can choose. I'm gonna play around with it, but when you get to the RE9 part, and if they're trying them, stop, use it, hold it up, talk about it, and do a little bit more detail right there.
Okay.
And then the same thing with the nutrition. You don't need to use the slides. You can hold up the products and just talk about them.
Okay.
So I'm just giving you all the information on the slides, but you don't have to use all the slides. You can use some of the slides.
Right.
Dina,
Okay.
This is Toy.
Yes.
Sorry,
guys.
Toy, can I finish one more question? I'm so
Yes,
sorry.
you can. Yes, go for it.
Thank you. I have a comment. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me or not. On the income slide, I understand, how we have to represent truth, but the average income of a DM there is so unappealing. And I know how they get averages. They take everybody's and they divide it by the number. But can we not have, I've seen other charts, I've seen a range. Could we have a range instead of average? Because if I'm talking to someone and telling them that by spending 10 to 12 hours a week, they can make $178, whatever that number was, a month, it's so unappealing. And then do we really need, how long does it take? Because I don't know, I always find that throws people off. So I don't know if everyone else feels the same way about that slide, but those are my thoughts.
Yeah. Tell me what you think. So what we're going to ask Toy, and then we'll come back to that.
Okay. One of the things I do, I love the cleanness of your slides. I love the information. I was around with the toxin stuff, so I love that you're bringing that back. With the 30-day, I do a ton of stuff with the 30-day, and something that's serving me well, kind of like you said, Dina, holding it up. I really walk them through in a quick pace what it looks like in a day, because they get kind of like, what do I do? So I have it all there, and I just say, you'd start with your protein and your fiber, and I just pull it all out, and it's really helping people say yes. They're like, okay, I can do that. And so then you just say, you plate up your food, and I have a plate, and I just show them, and I'm like, you guys could all do that, right? And they're like, yes. So that's just something that, I could see infusing right into this that really gets people to the yes for the ASVP on the 30-day. And just a comment on the averages. I like the averages because you think about, I know a lady who said, if I could make $250 a month, I could have somebody else clean my house and I don't have to clean my house on the weekends. And she got there and decided, why not go more, and ended up with her car in less than a year. So I think it's how we share it. But the averages, I think for people who get intimidated by the big money, you're offsetting that. The people that want to see the big money, it's there too. It's up to you.
I'm really open to either way. So, because as you guys know, I've had charts going both.
I use one now.
Both directions.
The $250 to $1,000 at DM, I think that's from Arbonne. That's the slide I use. So I kind of like that. It shows the low end and high end. And I like telling people this isn't a race. If you want more, you work more. If you are happy at that, that's where you are. But that's an average. That's just giving you a ballpark average. I really camp on average.
Range. That's a range, Toy. I like the range.
Okay.
One figure which takes all the numbers and divides it, but I agree with you. I like
the range. Okay. Yeah, that's what I use now.
Yeah, and the other thing too, that number, correct me if I'm wrong, is not monthly income. It's average monthly overrides, right, Dina?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe we could change the word income to overrides, because below your slide, you listed the various components that comprise monthly income, and overrides is just one portion.
I don't think I have average monthly income. But that would be, I think you got to not use words that people can't relate to. So I would like to stick with the income word, because I think that is overrides. They go, what's an override?
Dina, Sharda. That it does not include your commissions on your sales, that this is just one part of the paycheck, but you would also in addition get paid.
Yeah, but you've got that in the retail profit underneath the 7 avenues of income.
Right. Okay.
You could also call it average monthly residual.
Again, some people don't understand that language. So I think we need to simplify. You're dealing with maybe a stay-at-home mom who hasn't been in the workplace. Her husband might understand that, but then she comes home and she says, you want it to be able to be explainable. I do like the range because it gives them room. It gives the person the room to go, well, I could earn more, but I could be here. I like options though. I'm a range girl.
All right. Well, I can change that and put in the range.
I think that would be good. Then we're also meeting all the needs. You're covering yourself. We're covering ourselves with Arbonne, as far as income goes. And we're also covering, hey, if you want to work more, you can. You still have room to grow within that level.
Yep, I can do that. I can do that.
Woo, this is awesome. It's like a genie in a bottle.
Thank you.
Dina, thoughts kind of like on here's our tagline. We offer a whole body solution for living in a toxic world. So that truly is your tagline. So that when people ask us, because that's what's going to separate us from Rodan and Fields.
I absolutely love that because we've been, and Steph knows, we've been bombarded with Rodan Fields, and we were talking about it in Beauty Counter, and I'm only bringing up those because that's what the slides during the meeting Thursday morning were talking about, and just really getting our niche in the market because we really don't have competition about what our brand is, what our mission is. Like you said, like women get behind that, and that I love that tagline so much. Because it encompasses both the wellness and the skin, and gives us a purpose to say, but don't forget the other one. And I think it's just brilliant. It gets people excited to get behind and feel confident of what they're representing.
Yeah, you said something, Dina, last time. You said we're detoxifying. Well, one of the things I say, so I took what you said and I threw it into my vocabulary, that I talk about a whole body perspective. Arbonne addresses the whole person inside and out. It's a whole body perspective. And you talked about detoxifying, not just with our nutrition, but with our skincare too. And that's something I've been saying to people if I come up against Rodan and Fields. How do you compare? I talk about what I know. Well, I like to talk on what I know because I don't want to say, you can't touch us. I don't say that exactly. I just talk about, we are about detoxifying the body and we don't use chemicals. We're pure, safe, and beneficial. But I love that you use that word. And can you say that tagline one more time the way you just said it?
Yep. We offer a whole body solution for living in a toxic world.
Whole body solution.
Dina, I'm so excited about this. I just loved it. I love it, and I love having the range in incomes too. I always share that one slide with the ranges too, so I'm not the only one who likes that, so thanks. Also, when you guys mentioned the time frame too, I don't ever talk about the time frame. I don't know about you guys. Do you guys talk about the time frame that it takes to get to levels? No, you don't? Okay, I was just curious if you guys do, but I am so excited to share how we differ, Dina, because I feel like we know this. We already know this, but we're not sharing it with this kind of language. And now we can say, I just love your tagline. I'm going to memorize that and teach my team that because it does separate us from everything out there.
Just don't put it all over social media. I'd like it for art, you guys to use, so it's it's like our thing we pull out of our pocket, so because if you can think about when you're inviting people to come, and I want you to come and experience Arbonne, because we live in a toxic world, and Arbonne has a solution, a whole body solution, and it's information that will change your life.
Dina, it's Sharna.
Yes, Sharna.
Hi. First of all, I missed seeing you. I really wanted to see you down in
I did too.
It was a little crazy for everybody. Anyway, I just wanted to say hi.
Thank you.
I love this presentation. I really want to be really careful that we're not making too many medical claims or that could be construed as medical claims.
I took every single thing from Arbonne's materials.
Okay, good. The only thing that I thought would be a good help would be in one of the earlier slides, you wrote something about the organs and elimination. It's much easier to say the word elimination or eliminating. Sorry. Maybe you can pull that slide back up. It's very hard to pronounce the word you used, and I personally can't pronounce it well. So I think it's elimination organs would be a lot easier to say.
Okay, I can do that.
I don't know if anybody else noticed that word, but anyway, elimination organs is
Yep.
anyway.
Yeah.
Look that up and see.
Arbonne has products that support the elimination.
Elimination. Oh, eliminating organs?
Organs of elimination.
It could go that way. Organs of elimination. Okay. Okay.
That's all. I love it. I think it's amazing.
Dina, I'll send you a slide too that I use just to get your opinion, but it has like the body and how the toxins work. You know, when fat is gone, the toxins are freed up, and it's why you yo-yo. And when we eliminate the toxins and the fat, there's no need for the fat to come back. It's one of my most favorite slides. I actually sent it to Tanda because I use it.
Please, because I'm doing a training. I'm training this out tonight.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd love to do it, and I'm training more. I trained some nations this morning, some of our nations, and I'm training more tomorrow that are getting home today.
Okay.
So I would love that. Yeah, hurry and
Okay,
send
great.
that to me, and then we can put that in. We can.
Okay, great.
Put that in.
That slide is awesome. I know which one she's talking about. It shows like a heavy person and a skinny person, but the skinny person has so many more toxins. They haven't lost the toxins. They're just thinner. And the importance
that's
of
why I'm heavy right now is because, that's the whole purpose. It's just to, make the skinny person feel better about themselves right now,
That's right. You're all about others. You're all about serving others.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, I would love to see that toy. That'd be great.
Okay. Tell me your email real quick so I have it. Can you
It's
give it to me?
Natural Swiss at earthlink.net.
Okay.
Yep. So, so here's what I said to the nations. You guys, we have the care. I have truthfully, I didn't brush my teeth or shower for the last 3 weeks. I just poured over the materials. I wanted to sit and look at every single thing that Arbonne had sent us out ahead of time. And when I sat there and looked at their what's the sheet that tells you the competitive advantage and everything. And when I looked at every single ingredient, when you really look at what's in each of the RE9 individual products, it will blow your mind that the care they put behind the ingredients. So our competitive advantage, you guys, is that we offer pure results. That's it. They can offer results with chemicals. But after 30 days, when they took the 2 tests, and when they looked at the 2 tests, in 30 days, we're like neck to neck. But after that 30 days, they don't continue to improve. We continue to keep improving. And it's because we're not using chemicals, because of our hollow spheres, being able to take the stem cell. What I was talking to them about on the MVP call today was that think about what stem cells are doing with dementia patients, with Alzheimer patients, with people not having to have joint replacement. When we're using those sustainable orange cells, now sustainable means not only how we take the fruit and take care of the oranges, but it's also that it's sustainable in the body. So I want you to remember that, because that's the 2 ways of looking at that. We have a training tomorrow night with Eileen Kohler. Make sure that everyone is on that training. She has been really researching the ingredients. She's always brilliant at teaching us about our products and what sets us apart. So she's going to be, that's going to be absolutely brilliant tomorrow night. But so I think when we're just really talking about that, we are the gold standard. And there's no one that has performance ingredients that Arbonne has. And so that's what I want you to be really confident on that. And then the other thing that I really want to talk about, one of the things that I see that we all do wrong in Arbonne right now, we focus too much on the 30 days, that it's 30 days. And I've really been thinking about this a lot, is that, and how I show it just like Toy. I show people, I say, you know, no one gets enough fiber, so I put fiber in my shake. No one gets enough vegetables and fruits and that omega complex, omega-3 complex. I put that into my shake. I said, every day it is the simplest way for me to get and have a healthier lifestyle. That's in a way that a busy person can do it. And so I really show it, but I say, this is the way to maintain good health for the rest of your life. I don't always just focus in on the 30 days. So that's one of the things I want you to see, because if you're just doing 30 days, it takes a lot of coaching and it takes a lot of talking to them to keep purchasing. But if you focus on it the other way, that it's a whole body solution,
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna do better by teaching that out and not just the 30-day aspect of it.
Dina, also Dr. Tana Cook has taught me 90 days you can rewrite your immune cells. And that's something I talk about with people. And I say, my husband and I, this has become our way of life. This is not a diet, it is a lifestyle. So after the 30 days, most people keep ordering, you just live more 80-20. 80% of the time, you are really watching, and that means 70 days out of the year, you can have whatever you want. That is a date night every week. That is a couple 2-week vacations. I mean, when I flush it out like that with numbers, people are like, oh, I'm like, that's a lot of days. That's 80-20. Maybe you're doing 70-30, but you go back to that. And so it allows them to see it's lifestyle. This isn't a get rich quick, and it's not a lose weight while sleeping. It is lifestyle.
I love it.
Let's help me.
You know, one of the things that we want to do is we're going to do a Super Saturday on May 6th. And so that you can have what we're envisioning. Tana's going to do it with us. She's going to talk about how each one of our lines addresses an elimination organ. And that we're going to really focus on that. So how we're envisioning this, we're going to do it through Facebook, but have it be Zoom. And so they'll get all the, sign up and everything, but it's going to be a Zoom event so that you can have your team. We won't have enough lines if people just do it individually. But if we have area managers get their teams and invite people to their home, I can picture, we'll have an invitation. We're going to have like a morning tea where they can bring over their guests, their PCs, their clients. They're going to be able to learn a lot, but also try products before and after our training on this. But we think it could be a really great way to just get Arbonne's mission out there and really help us to have just a jump start for May with everyone. So we'll get information. How does that sound like something you guys would want to promote? Yes? Everyone's really quiet today?
Yes, sorry. Yes. Do we know the time of that?
Do we what?
Oh, I'm sorry, Caitlin. Do we know the time?
Not yet. Yeah, we're just, we just introduced it this morning, so we haven't figured that out yet. But Saturday the 6th. We wanted that Saturday before we get into Mother's Day, so it wouldn't be that challenge. So any other thoughts, or I'll change those couple slides. I'll look at toys. I do have something on, but I just, it's kind of not knowing how much you go into because of time-wise. So it's always that fine balance, isn't it, Do I go a lot more into the 30 days, show them what a day looks like, what your plate looks like? Do I go into that, or do I touch on it? Yeah, so it's hard to know how much to do.
Dina, I have one quick question. I gotta hurry and get my daughter here, but are you showing people these slides, or are you more using the slides for the virtual events and you're looking at the slides in your hand maybe as you're presenting? Is that what you're thinking the use
You
is?
can do it either way.
Okay.
I personally like to have something up that triggers what I want to say,
Okay.
because I think consultants get paranoid. And when you have, because even when I'm looking down at my notes, I'm losing my place. But when I just have the slides up in front of me, I can remember what I say on the next slide. And so I could just kind of say it and add to it. That's how I personally like to do it. Dana was saying that, I'll show you, I'll just run through this real fast. I'll just show you this real quick. So she was saying that for her, she probably would not do the first few slides. So are you seeing those again? Yeah, so she said, I probably would talk through until I got to this one. And I probably would love to show this because I think that's a very visual that they kind of get. So I would probably show, I'm more of a person that would probably show, the toxins, your body's like a bathtub, so they can kind of picture it. I'm more of a person that would show more slides. So you can decide either way that you want to do it.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yep, you bet. Yeah, well, you guys, I'm hoping that you're excited about it, because I feel like that we have an opportunity now to really go out. If this becomes your mission, it will become your team's mission. And, when I know that when I'm passionate about something and I'm a promoter, I do amazing things. And so I know we can all do amazing things. So I will just tweak this, and then I will post everything on the Toes in the Sand page. Okay?
Thank you so much,
thank you for your
Dina.
comments.
Thank you, Dina.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that I can birth the baby almost and move on
Holistically.
holistically.
Tomorrow night's product knowledge is on what Zoom number?
It's on, I'll post it on our page. I have to go back and look. I can't remember if it's on Phoebe's just regular cell phone number or it's the other number. So you know what? No, I take that back. 801-540-1891.
Will it be recorded, Dina?
Yes, for sure. That will be recorded because we want to have people be able to listen to that.
Where do you typically post those recordings, Dina? Like, would you put that onto our Toes in the Sand page, since we're all kind of in different?
Yes, I'll post that onto our Toes in the Sand page.
Thank you.
Yeah. So,
Awesome.
all right, guys, have a
Amazing.
great afternoon
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dina.
and kick butt the rest of the month. And I'll see you next Monday.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dina.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
bye.
you.
Thank you, Dina.
Bye,
That was
guys.
great. Thank you.